Now we shall go for exercise 12.1. Determine whether star is a binary operation on the following. First one, A star B equal to A into modulus of B belongs to R. I must check whether this is a binary operation. That means I must take two elements from A and I must do the operation by this rule and I must see whether the results also in this are. That's all. Now listen here. Given A and B belongs to R and we know modulus of B also belongs to R. And multiplication always results into a real number. Therefore, A star B equal to A into modulus of B definitely will be in R. Therefore, star is associative. Star is a binary operation. Are you able to follow? When I operate these two numbers, I must guess A into modulus of B, and this A into modulus of B, the result must be in R. So if I take A and B are in R, and we know modulus of B is also, if B is there in R, then modulus of B is also in R, because modulus of B may be negative, may be positive, both the negative and positive will be in R. So A star B is A into B, they define, definitely the result will be in R. Therefore star is a binary operation on R. Second one, A star B equal to minimum of A comma B, but on they gave a set. What is that set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we shall say like this. I must take only the minimum. Suppose if I take star here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to operate two numbers and the result must be the minimum of those two. That is, 1 among 1, the minimum is 1 always. 1 and 2, 1 is the minimum. 1 in 3, 1 is the minimum. 1 and 4, 1 is the minimum. Between 1 and 5, 1 is the minimum. Between 2 and 1, 1 is the minimum. Between 2 and 2, we say 2. 2 and 3, 2 is the minimum. 2 and 4, 2 is the minimum. And 2 and 5, 2 is the minimum. 3 and 1, 1 is the minimum. Now, under 1, we shall go for second problem. A star B equal to minimum of A comma B on A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I must operate two elements and I must get the answer as the minimum number of those two. For example, we shall take all these elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here this is star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I must operate two numbers and I must write the answer as the minimum of those two numbers. That is, when I operate 1 and 1, the minimum is 1. When I operate 1 and 2, the minimum is 1. When I operate 1 and 3, the minimum is 1. When I operate 1 and 4, the minimum is 1. When I operate 1 and 5, the minimum is 1. Similarly, when 2 is operated with 1, the minimum is 1. 2 and 2, the minimum is 2. 2 and 3, the minimum is 2. 2 and 4, the minimum is 2. 2 and 5, the minimum is 2. 3 and 1, the minimum is 1. 3 and 2, the minimum is 2. 3 and 3 is 3. 3 and 4, the minimum is 3. 3 and 5, the minimum is 3. 4 and 1, the minimum is 1. 4 and 2, the minimum is 2. 4 and 3, the minimum is 3. 4 and 4, it is 4. 4 and 5, the minimum is 4. 5 and 1, the minimum is 1. 5 and 2, the minimum is 2. 5 and 3, the minimum is 3. 5 and 4, the minimum is 4. 5 and 5, the minimum is 5. See, Now the result is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means all the elements, the result is also in A. So A star B equal to minimum of A comma B that also belongs to A. Therefore, star is a binary operation. Binary operation in A, on A. You understanding? When I operate two elements, if the result is also in that set, then we say it is a binary operation. Third, A star B equal to A into root B is a binary on R. Now, given A and B belongs to R, then this implies minus B also belongs to R. Then this implies root of minus B does not belongs to R. So if I operate, suppose if B is negative, then A star B does not belongs to R if B is negative, because root of minus B does not belongs to R. Therefore, here the star is not a binary operation in R. Understanding? A and B are in R means definitely the negative numbers are also in R. Then if I take root of A is belonging to R, whereas root of minus B does not belongs to R. Therefore, root of negative numbers does not belongs to R. Therefore, when B is negative, A star B won't be in R. So it is not clearly explained. It is not clearly defined. Therefore, binary operation is not well defined here. So the star is not a binary operation. It is not a binary operation, as it is not well defined on as it is not well defined for negative numbers. Now, this is first problem. Now we shall go for second problem. On Z, define an operation star by m star n equal to m power n plus n power n for every m comma n belongs to Z. Is star a binary operation? On Z. That's what we have to check. So same thing. Let me take negative numbers and we shall see what happens. Because it will be existing for positive numbers. M power will be always an integer. N power will be also an integer. So it's not necessary for checking positive integers. We shall check for negative integers. Let m comma n belongs to Z. Then this implies minus m and minus n also belongs to Z. Therefore, m star or m star is written in a different way. M comma m star n is, that is minus m whole power minus n plus minus n whole power minus m. Let it be. We shall check for any two numbers. That is, let m equal to some minus 3 and n equal to some minus 2. What will happen? Then it is minus 3 whole power minus 2 plus minus 2 whole power minus 3. That is minus 3, we can write this one as 1 by minus 3 whole power minus 2 plus 2. Similarly, 1 by minus 2 whole power plus 3. Then what happens? This is for example. You don't need to write to the exam. Just listen. It is 1 by 9, no problem, because it is square, whereas it is minus 1 by 8. When I go for LCM, 9 8s are 72. Then it is 8 minus 9 minus 1 by 72. Now it is a fraction I am getting, which does not belong to Z. It belongs to Q only. Therefore, is not a binary operation on Z. Therefore, if it is negative, the star is not clearly explained. Therefore, it is not a binary operation. Therefore, star is not a binary operation if M and N are negative. So you don't need to explain these things in your exam. Just you can say. So with that, second problem is over. Now we should go for third problem. Let star be defined. Star be defined on R by A star B equal to A plus B plus AB minus 7 is star a binary operation, and also find, they are asking us to find 3 star minus 7 by 15. What is the answer? Here given A star B equal to A plus B plus AB minus 7. This is given. We know A comma B comma 7 belongs to R. Then this implies AB belongs to R. Therefore, A star B is, I have to add two real numbers. I have to multiply A and B, and then I have to add, and then I have to subtract the 7, whether it is positive or negative or 0. Even if it is fraction, definitely this belongs to R. Therefore, star is binary. If so, what is the answer for this they are asking? That is, therefore, 3 star minus 7 by 15. What is the operation? Add these two numbers. That is 3 plus minus 7 by 15. Now, plus multiply these two numbers. Minus 21 by 15. And then subtract 1 7. Are you understanding? Add these two numbers. Multiply these two numbers. Add these two numbers. Multiply those two numbers. And subtract minus 7. Now, 3 minus 7 is minus 4, minus 7 by 15, minus 21 by 15. Let me keep 15 as LCM, minus 60, minus 7, minus 21, minus 60, 28, minus 88 by 15, which is a real number. Given the fraction, but it is a real number. Therefore, this is the answer. With that, third problem is over. So we have to check whether it is a binary operation, and then I must find out what is the operation for these two numbers. Now fourth problem. Let A equal to A plus B root 5, where A comma B belongs to Z. Check whether usual multiplication is a binary operation on A. Now, let me take two elements, A plus B root 5, and we shall take another element, C plus D root 5, same pattern but different elements, belongs to A. That means all these coefficients, these numbers A, B, C and D are belonging to Z. Now we shall multiply A plus B root 5 into C plus D root 5. We shall go for usual multiplication. AC plus AB root 5. Then BC root 5. B into D. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. There is no roots in these two numbers, so let me correct AC plus 5BD. Then here AB plus BC into root 5. Now AC is Z, belonging to Z. BD is belonging to Z. IBD also belongs to Z. So all these numbers AC plus pi, so you can write here itself. This implies AC plus pi BD belongs to Z. Comma, AB plus BC are all additions and multiplications of integers, so definitely they belongs to Z. So as a whole together, all these things you can write this one. This belongs to A since AC plus pi BD, comma, AB plus BC also belongs to Z. So this multiplication definitely will exist in A. Therefore, multiplication is a binary operation on A. That's it. This is the fourth problem. Now, fifth problem. They are asking us to define again closure law, commutative law, and associative property. They defined one operation, define star on Q as follows. What is that? A star B equal to A plus B by 2, where A comma B belongs to Q. Then examine closure property. Second one, commutative property. Third one, associative property. Now, let me combine problem number 1 and also 2 because the same operation. So let me go for existence of identity. And also for existence of inverse. We shall check all these pair together whether I am completing both 1 and 2 are fifth problem. First we shall go over closure property. First one, closure property. Given A star B equal to A plus B by 2. A is a rational number, B is a rational number. So addition of these two will be a rational number, and if it is divided by 2, then also it is a rational number. So definitely this belongs to Q. Therefore, star is closed on Q. Second one, commutative property. What is A star B? It is A plus B by 2. Then B star A will be B plus A by 2. That is also A plus B by 2, which is equal to A star B. Therefore, B star A equal to A star B. Therefore, star is commutative on Q. Now, shall go for associative property. Remember, the operation is A star B equal to A plus B plus 2. Third one, associative property. Let A, B, C belongs to Q. Then A star B star C means, we know it is A plus B by 2 star C. Suppose if you are not able to follow, I can use some other number. So A star C. What is this capital A? A plus B by 2. Now I have to add these two and then I have to divide by 2. Now substitute for capital A plus B by 2 plus C by 2. Taking LCM, A plus B plus 2C by 2 by 2. It is A plus B plus 2C by 4. This is the left hand side. Now, I shall work this. Let me go for right hand side. That is A star B star C. It is A star B star C was the bracket, so B plus C by 2. If you are not able to follow, I can write this one as capital B. What is this capital B? B plus C by 2. Now we shall operate these two. It is A plus B by 2. Now we can substitute for capital B, the bracket, B plus C by 2 by 2. Taking LCM, 2A plus B plus C by 2 by 2. It is 2A plus B plus C by 4. But see, when you compare, they are not equal. Therefore, A star B star C is not equal to A star B star C. Therefore, star is not associative on Q. So it is closed, it is commutative, but it is not associative. Now we shall go for the second question of the fifth problem. That is, I have to check the identity. The existence of identity. Now, I do not know what is the identity, so that E belongs to Q, be the identity element. I am taking an element as identity. Now, A star E is A plus A star E or E star A equal to E A, it must be. This is the definition of identity. So, A star E must be A. That is A plus E by 2 equal to A. A plus E is 2A. I have to find E. So 2A minus A, E equal to A I am getting. But remember, A is already in the Q. So E must be a different element, but E must be different from A because E identity must be unique. That means it should not be some other element, it must be a different element. So A cannot be identity. That means this implies identity does not exist. Remember, A should not be the identity, E must be some other element. So, just to see A star A cannot be A, therefore E cannot be A, therefore identity element does not exist. From this we can say the inverse does not exist. We can say inverse of any element, inverse of an element does not exist. Why? Because identity must be there, then only inverse can be existing. Since identity does not exist. Identity does not exist. So it is not necessary for all the binary operations, all the operations should be obeyed. There may be some thing which is like this, they won't be existing. So it is not something all the binary operations should be obeying all the properties. There are exceptions. So with that, this problem is over. Now, we shall go for next problem. Now, sixth problem. Fill in the following table. So that the binary operation star on A equal to ABC is commutative. Commutative. That operation is already commutative. I have to fill this table. What is the table? They gave ABC, ABC, and they filled only a few answers. The remaining answers they have to fill it up. That's what they are asking. That is, they gave B, C, B, A, A. I have to fill up these three things. Now, they gave it is commutative, that is A star B equal to B star A, we know. Since commutative, I need A star B, but it is equal to B star A, that answer is C. Therefore, here the answer must be C. Similarly, I need A star C, but we know that is equal to C star A. C star, C star A. C star A. But C star A is A. Therefore, A star C is A. I fill two things. One is here. I need C star B. We know it is B star C. B star C is A. So this answer is also A. So C, A, A. C, A, A. That's all. So go for seventh problem. Consider the binary operation star defined on a set A equal to A, B, C, D by the following table. They gave the table. Solution of this star A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So, A, C, B, D, D, A, B, C, C, D, A, B, B, A, C. The question is, they gave everything. What they are asking, is it commutative? And associated. They are asking whether these two operations are satisfied. We shall check. Just find A star B. A star B is C. Then what is B star A? B star A is D. C. Therefore, A star B is not equal to B star A. Therefore, star is not commutative. Now, second one, let me check A star B star C. That is A star B is C. Star C. C star C is A. Now similarly, let me change the bracket, that is B star C. It is A star, B star C is B. B star C is B. Now A star B is C. Therefore, see, they are not equal. A star B star C is not. I am getting A here where I am getting C here. So when I reorder the bracket, I am not getting the same answer. Therefore, star is not associative. Therefore, the table does not obey both the commutative property and the associative property. I will do the ninth problem. Then we shall go for eighth problem. And okay, after sixth problem, I will go for ninth problem. I will finish up 9 and 10, then we shall go for the eighth problem. That is, all these problems are of same model, so we shall try to complete this kind of problems first. X, 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 such that X belongs to real numbers except 0. Let star be matrix multiplication. Determine whether M is closed. M satisfies closure law, closure property, commutative property, associative property, existence of identity, and the fifth one, existence of inverse. Notice I am combining both the questions under 9. Now, before going to this closure law, try to understand what sort of set is given. They gave a 2 by 2 matrix, first observation. They gave a 2 by 2 matrix. So, a 2 by 2 matrix. Then, in that matrix, all the numbers are same. That means same number is repeated. So, repeated element. Then third observation, that is not equal to 0. X is not equal to 0. So they are correcting the elements of these form. A 2 by 2 matrix, repeating element and also non-zero element. So for closure property, let we take a set A as XXXX, comma B as some other YY, such that X is not equal to 0, Y is not equal to 0. I am correcting the elements of these form. Now we shall multiply A into B because the operation is matrix multiplication. XX, XX, and similarly YY, YY. When you multiply, it is XY plus XY, row into column. Similarly, XY plus XY. XY plus XY, then XY plus XY. It is 2XY, 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 2XY. Now see, am I getting a 2 by 2 matrix? First thing. Am I getting the same element repeated? Second thing. And also, this belongs to M since 2XY does not equal to 0. Therefore, M is closed. With respect to matrix multiplication. Therefore, the closure law is proved. Now, we shall go for next one, commutative law. Let me write this. Second one, commutative law. Normally, when I take A and B, XX, XX, and then YY, YY, it is xy plus xy, xy plus xy, xy plus xy, row into column multiplication, xy plus xy. So the answer is 2xy, 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 2xy. So normally matrix multiplication won't be commutative, but for these kind of sets, now BA will be yy, yy into xx, xx. Shall we write this as yx plus yx, yx plus yx, yx plus yx, yx plus yx. That is equal to, I can write as 2xy itself, 2xy, 2xy, 2xy. Therefore, here AB equal to BA. Therefore, M obeys or M is commutative under matrix multiplication. Now, the associative law. Third, let A equal to xx, xx, B equal to yy, yy, and C equal to z, 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 z. Now, AB into C, it is xx, xx into yy, yy into z, 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 z. You know this multiplication is 2xy, 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 2xy into z, 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 z. When you multiply, it is 2xy z plus 2xy z. 2xy z plus 2xy z. Again 2xy z plus 2xy z. 2xy z plus 2xy z. Therefore it is 4xy z, 4xy z, 4xy z, 4xy z. This is our left hand side. Now, we shall go for the other one, that is A into BC. It is xy, xx, xx into yy, yy into z, 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 z. This will be definitely xx, xx, and we know this will be 2yz, 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 2yz. Now we shall multiply row by column. X into 2yz, 2xyz plus 2xyz, 2xyz plus 2xyz. Again 2xyz plus 2xyz, 2xyz plus 2xyz. Therefore it is 4xyz, 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 4xyz. So from this we can understand AB into C equal to A into BC. Therefore A is my M is associative law. So we see that this set M is obeying closure law, commutative law, and also associative law. Now we shall find what will be the identity. So, existence of now let me take a matrix E, which is E, 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 belongs to M, be the identity. I do not know what the identity is, so let me find the identity. So let me take this matrix to be identity. Then what is implying? That this implies either AE or EA. The answer will be A. and x. When you multiply it will be 2xe, we know 2xe, 2xe, 2xe. This is equal to xx, xx. Therefore, when I take one element, the first element 2x will be equal to x. So e equal to x by 2x. The answer is 1 by 2. Therefore, what is capital E? Instead of small e, I can write 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. See, the 2 by 2 matrix, same number is repeated and also non-zero. So definitely this belongs to M, third identity. Now we shall go for existence of inverse. Fifth one. Existence of inverse. Let B equal to y be the inverse of A. What is A? Xx, xx. That means I am taking the matrix y to be the inverse of xx, xx. Then by definition, either it is AB or BA. The answer must be E. So AB equal to E. A is xx, xx. B is yy, and we found E as 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. When you multiply, we know it is 2xy, 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 2xy equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. When we take only one element, 2xy, that is equal to 1 by 2. We have to find y, so y is 1 by 4x. Therefore, I can say what is b? Instead of y, I can write 1 by 4x, 1 by 4x, 1 by 4x, 1 by 4x is the next 10th row. Let A be q minus 1. Define star on A such that x star y equal to x plus y minus xy. Example that closure property, commutative property, associative property, fourth one, existence of identity, and the fifth one, existence of inverse. Now, as we did the same previous problem, similarly we are going to do the problem. Here the operation is given by this one. So, first one, we shall go for closure law. Because of the closure law, this problem is very important. Just listen to me. Given set A equal to set of all elements, rational elements, except 1. So I am not considering 1. So if I take let x comma y belongs to A, means that this implies x is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 1. Understanding? I am considering all the rational numbers except 1 and I am giving that one as A. So if I take any elements in x, any elements in A, then definitely it won't be 1, it won't be 1. So if I take x and y belonging to A, then x is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 1. Defined by definition, what is given? X star y is equal to x plus y minus xy. Now, I have to prove star is closed. For that, what we have to prove, that is very important to prove, x star y is not equal to 1. This is what I have to prove. If I am proving x star y is not equal to 1, then the star is obeying closure law in this one. Are you able to follow? This is the operation given, x star y equal to x plus y minus xy. I have to prove this set is closed under this operation, means I must prove the resultant is also not equal to 1, that is x star y is also not equal to 1. So the proof is something different. Proof. If possible, let me take x star y equal to 1. Suppose I have to prove that x star y is not equal to 1. Suppose if that is equal to 1, what will happen? That we shall see. So if possible, let x star y is equal to 1. But what is x star y? X plus y minus xy is equal to 1. Let me give y minus xy here, then it is 1 minus x. If I take y as a common term, then it is 1 minus x equal to 1 minus x. Then y equal to 1 minus x by 1 minus x. Both cancels. Y equal to 1. Similarly, if I take y to the other side, then I prove similarly. I can prove x equal to 1. That means x equal to 1, y equal to 1 I am getting, which is a contradiction to our assumption. Which is a contradiction to what is that? X is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 1. So I am proving if I take x star y equal to 1, then I am proving x equal to 1, y equal to 1, which is a contradiction that x is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 1. That means my assumption is wrong. Therefore, assumption, what is the assumption? X star y equal to 1 is wrong. That means what is correct? Then this implies x star y must be not equal to 1 now. So if it will be proved x star y is not equal to 1, that means A is closed with respect to the binary operation star. So this is called the closure law. So once again, I repeat how we prove this closure law. We have taken elements from q minus 1. That means whatever element that I am taking in A, that must be not equal to 1 and not equal to 1. Therefore, if I take x and y, then x is not equal to 1, y is not equal to 1. The operation is x star y equal to x plus y minus xy. So to prove this to be closing, this closure law is obeyed by A, means then I must prove x star y is not equal to 1. Let me take it the other way. Suppose if I take x star y is equal to 1, then what will happen? X plus y minus xy equal to 1. Taking x to the other side, y minus xy equal to 1 minus x. If I take y as a common term, then 1 minus x equal to 1 minus x. When I take 1 minus x to the other side, then y is becoming 1. Both get cancelled. Similarly, if I take, instead of taking x, if I take y, then I will get x equal to 1. That means this is a contradiction to our assumption x is not equal to y is not equal to 1. That means our assumption is wrong. What is the assumption we did? X star y equal to 1 is the assumption we did. That one is wrong. That means what will be correct? X star y is not equal to 1 is correct. Therefore, that means we proved x star y is not equal to 1. Therefore, A is closed with respect to star. Now we shall go for commutative property. Second one. Commutative property. X star y, by definition, it is x plus y minus xy. Then y star x will be y plus x minus y into x. Shall we write this one as x plus y because addition is commutative? Shall we write yx as xy because multiplication is commutative? This is x star y. So y star x equal to x star y. Therefore, star is commutative on A. Third, associative property. Let me take three elements. X comma y comma z belongs to A. Then x star y star z. We know x star y is x plus y minus xy star z. Understanding, I must add these two and then I must multiply these two and then I have to subtract. That is x plus y minus xy plus z. I have added x plus y minus xy into z. I have multiplied. Then I have to subtract. That is, remove the bracket x plus y minus xy plus z. Now multiply with minus z zx minus yz plus xyz. So rearranging x plus y plus z minus xy minus yz minus zx plus xyz. This is the left hand side. Now let me rearrange the bracket. It is x star y star z. X star y star z is y plus z minus yz. When I add these two, it is x plus y plus z minus yz minus x into y plus z minus yz. Understanding? I must add these two, I must multiply these two, and then I have to subtract. Here removing the bracket, x plus y plus z minus yz. Multiply with minus x minus xy minus zx plus xyz. So it is x plus y plus z minus xy minus yz minus zx plus xyz. Now see, are they equal? Therefore, x star y star z equal to x star y star z. Therefore, star is associative on A. This is the associative property. Now, fourth one, existence of identity. I do not know the identity, so let E belongs to A be the identity element. That means E is not equal to 1. That means either x star E or E star x, E won't be involving, it will give me x. So, x star E equal to x plus E minus x into E equal to x. E minus xe equal to x minus x. E, if it is common, 1 minus x equal to 0. So from this E equal to 0 by 1 minus x, E equal to 0. Definitely this belongs to A, is the identity. So here the identity element is 0. Now we shall go for the existence of inverse, fifth property. The existence of inverse. Let y be the inverse of x. And take the element y itself as the inverse of x. Then this implies either x star y or y star x. I get the answer as identity. Now take this to x star y. The identity is 0 since E equal to 0. Just now only we found. It is x plus y minus xy equal to 0. We have to find out the value of y. So it is 0 minus x. Here y is common. 1 minus x equal to minus x. Therefore, y equal to minus x by 1 minus x. If I remove minus x, it is x by x minus 1. This is how this is why they told x is not equal to 1. This belongs to m since x is not equal to 1. Therefore, inverse of x is x by x minus 1. Therefore, the inverse is also existing in this problem. With that, this problem is over. So that the 10th problem is over. Now we shall go to 8th problem. Let A equal to 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. This is A matrix. B matrix is 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. C matrix is 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. Let me check. A is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 double 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 double 1 0 1. Fine. Our Boolean matrices. Find first question. A disjunction B. A conjunction B. Third one. A disjunction B. Conjunction C. Fourth one. A conjunction B. Disjunction C. First one. A conjunction B. That is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1. We know distance means I have to add, and means R means we have to add. Add the positions 1 plus 0 1 0 plus 1 1 1 plus 0 1 0 plus 1 1 0 plus 1 1 1 plus 0 1 0 plus 1 1 1 plus 0 1. Here it is 1 0 0 1. So the answer is correct. Now we should go for second one. A conjunction B. That is A is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. Cap. 0 C is B is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0. Now B 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 double 0 1. When you add, that is into means I have to multiply. Multiply means I have to multiply the positions only. 1 into 0 0 0 into 1 0 1 into 0 0 0 into 0 0 0 into 1 0 1 into 0 0 0 into 1 0 1 into 0 0 1 into 1 1 0 0 1 into 1 1. This is our second one. Now third one. A disjunction B, conjunction C. But we found this one already. That is this one. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. And C is we have 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. We know and means I have to multiply. Multiply only the positions. 1 into 1 1 1 into 1 1 1 into 0 0 1 into 1 1 1 into 0 0 1 into 1 1 1 into 1 1 1 into 0 0 1 into 1 1 0 into 1 0 0 into 1 0 1 into 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1. So this is third. Now we shall go for the fourth one. What is the fourth question? A and B are C. But we have A and B as this one. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 double 0 1. R. What is C? C we have here. 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. I have to add. Just add 0 plus 1 1 0 plus 1 1 0 plus 0 0 0 plus 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. 1 1 0 1 0 double 0 1. So that's all. So with that exercise 12.1 is over. So we shall see exercise 12.2 next.